got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Decks and squeezing balls. Ty has one Dex. Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show in late night for you by us. Bro Talk, always on the mark. Shemaine man Jason in the director's seat as usual. Let's get over to my main man Dex. What up, man?
Dexter Stucky here, super excited to be here. So, look, I have something that I need to say. I was listening to this thing. Roy Mott did something the other day where she said it was her 35th birthday, and she said it's because she doesn't celebrate the years of COVID or when she was in jail. I think, and I've taken it upon myself to do this for us, we should not be celebrating birthdays when we were in COVID. Now, this only applies to people who are 30 to 39 years old. The rest of y'all, whatever. So I did a change.org petition, and I want Joe Biden to sign this. And I want this to be an official thing that everyone goes back to the age that they were in March of 2020.
I don't know. I feel like that might be.
It's the least he can do since he didn't get the student loan thing done.
I feel like it's a little insensitive considering people actually died.
Well, they died, and they're not worried about how old they are.
You should count the years we survived. That's what I'm saying. Those were crucial years.
We can't count the years we didn't get to celebrate.
I mean, you got to celebrate just on your own. I enjoyed it. You know, I'm an introvert, so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing.
I'm not. Well, I didn't enjoy it.
Zoom birthdays were amazing. I loved it. Tyler God, what up?
My glasses look funny. All is well, guys. Sorry, getting my voice together.
You know, all this stuff could have been taken care of if you were on in time.
Yeah. You always got a lot to say. I got having things going on, so you lucky.
Oh, nice! It's a nice insertion of the background live. Just perfect.
I didn't. You know what's crazy? I didn't know it would do that because I don't have my green screen.
It's such a.
I wasn't expecting. I was trying to take it off because it was being weird, and then it just popped in. I didn't know it would do that without a green screen. Oh, look at that! Not
serious people. Congratulations.
Sorry, everyone.
Yes, well, welcome to the show, Ty. We appreciate you being here. I mean, your living room, your dining room is just as nice as the background, so it's up to you, however you would like to do this, since we're giving people a bird's eye view into the show. Guys, let's get started with the show. We have a jam-packed show as usual. We're going to try to get it done in half an hour. It is absolutely not going to happen, but we can aspire. Guys, don't forget, comment in this comment section. We love interacting with you guys throughout the show. It makes the show 100% better. So you guys' interaction is very, very important. Don't forget also subscribe to us on YouTube and Instagram. This was a very concerning week for the fate of our top 3 candidates for the presidency. Concern for President Biden rang out after the president collapsed on stage at the Air Force Academy commencement ceremony. After being helped out and repositioned, the president didn't seem any worse for the wear. So President Biden taking a spill, but seems like he is okay. In other news, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has been deemed a fraud because seemingly he can't decide on how to pronounce his last name 44 whole years into his life.
I am Ron DeSantis. I'm Ron DeSantis.
I am Ron DeSantis.
This is Governor Ron DeSantis.
Hello, this is Governor Ron DeSantis wishing everyone a Merry Christmas.
Hi, this is Governor Ron DeSantis, and I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Hi, I'm Governor Ron DeSantis, and I want to congratulate all of you at Rumble as you open your U.S. headquarters.
So those were a few different pronunciations of the same name. I don't understand. Why would you change that? It's such a weird thing. So very concerning on that front. And lastly, concern for the former president, Donald Trump, as his attorneys reportedly flew into D.C. in order to beg special counsel Jack Young and the DOJ not to charge Trump in connection to classified documents while being taken from the White House to Trump's residence in Mar-a-Lago. Trump tried to defend himself on Truth Social, saying, "How can the DOJ possibly charge me, who did nothing wrong, when no other presidents were charged, when Joe Biden won't be charged for anything, including the fact that he has 1,850 boxes," which is an unfounded number. I don't know where he got that from. Much of it classified, some dating back to his Senate day when even Democrat senators are shocked. Also, President Clinton had documents and won in court. Crooked Hillary deleted 33,000 emails, many classified, and wasn't even close to being charged. Only Trump, the greatest witch hunt of all time. Not as good as Bill's, I will admit.
You tried.
The essence of Emerald were there. But that's not the only court case that Trump is facing. In Atlanta, DA Fani Willis in her office has spent more than 2 years investigating whether Trump and his team meddled in the 2020 election in Georgia, and that trial is supposed to take place starting in August. He's also facing a civil lawsuit by New York Attorney General Letitia James for a scheme to manipulate more than 200 asset evaluations and his net worth to win better terms from banks and insurers. But that case is separate from another case in New York from the Manhattan District Attorney, who is trying to look into a hush money payment to keep porn star Stormy Daniels quiet before the 2016 presidential election. So he's facing a lot of court cases in the coming months. Guys, who do you think is most in danger of not making it to the general election in 2024? Biden, DeSantis, who can't say his name, or Donald Trump, who's facing all these court cases?
Dexter Stuckey.
It's a lot to keep up with.
He ain't gonna make it. I can't make it. Oh, that deep sigh.
Are you ready to go through the circus again, Ty? It's here.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, come on,
it's already here.
These guys are old, and like we haven't gotten enough of any of this yet. Realistically, Biden is a real concern here. The falling, the orthopedic shoes.
The falling is a concern.
Michael Jackson hooks at the bottom of the shoe so he can lean forward without falling. Those are pretty concerning things. He's up there in numbers, and
so is Trump. He's only 3 years younger, right?
I haven't gotten to Trump yet. I'm not interested in Trump being president either. I don't think either of the three of them. I think we can do better.
Keep trying. Dex, what you think about who's going to have the hardest time getting to the election?
I told you, me. I'm going to have the hardest time. Like, out of these guys, honestly, I think they're going to be fine. Like, they're pulling stunts, and that's what we like as a country. We like the drama. We like the stunts. So as long as they keep pulling stunts, tripping over, paying porn stars, warring with Disney and the transgenders, they'll be fine. They'll make it right to 2024. They'll be fine.
Okay.
We won't.
I think Trump, he's got a lot of hurdles to jump over to.
This is becoming a joke. Like, give us a king at this point.
You just want a king? Give it to the family.
Give us a king. Let's go back to England and take our king. It's ridiculous. We're done.
Shatia, my fave, says, can we get candidates that's not close to the grave? That's a good point. Stephen A. Smith said this, and a lot of people thought that he was just caping for Ron DeSantis. But, like, seriously, like, everyone's like 70 and up. Come on.
Well, there is another one that I think we're going to get into that's probably not as close.
That one's old too.
Well, he's black, so don't they count like?
Don't crack as much.
Yeah, don't crack as much. He won't be falling.
All right, well, let's move to the best of the rest, as Dex said. We cover both popular and unpopular candidates this time in the election cycle because there's nothing else to talk about, which is why we are the only news source. We were the only news source to actually notice when Herman Cain died back in 2020. Like, no one else.
Well, in everybody else's defense, Donald Trump didn't even notice it.
Exactly. This year's Black Republican Tim Scott was booed and rescued later by Whoopi Goldberg after he defended Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and his claim that children in America were being indoctrinated regarding LGBTQ issues on The View.
Our young kids and what they're being indoctrinated with. I thought he started off on the right foot on that issue. It is 100%.
No, not here. I'm sorry, sir. Do not boo. This is the view. We accept we don't have to believe everything people say, but you cannot boo people here, please. You cannot do it. Please continue.
Dex. Relax, Whoopi.
She the same person that got up and walked off stage when Bill O'Reilly was sitting there. Like that, literally, that's worse than booing. You got up on live TV and walked off the set. Like, is she fucking kidding me? Ridiculousness.
Tim Scott continued, got into a little bit with your girl Sunny Dex.
The issue of discrimination that I have faced, I assume you face as well, is an issue of the heart. It's not Republicans or Democrats. Frankly, both sides of the aisle can do a better job on the issue of race. And frankly, my side of the aisle, I think, is doing a fabulous job of making progress. The question is, how do we measure that progress?
How is that?
Well, let me just give you a couple examples. So when you think about, this is good news, yeah. So. I thought you only had one question, but I'll give you the answer to it anyway. So here's how it works.
That was me talking to you, so I love that.
I'm gonna lay.
Shall I come next to her?
Come on over here. Come on over here. Let's have a conversation.
Come on, ladies.
Sit, sir. Sit.
Yes. So. Let me give you the.
So there you go. Hex, you're not impressed with Tim Scott.
Like, he is a disgrace to bald-headed men. Like, it's ridiculous.
Do you think he's going to last into 2024 at all,
Absolutely,
or you think he'll be gone
last
before
longer than
Christmas?
he will? No.
No. Okay.
Trump will last longer with a prostitute than he will.
Oh my gosh.
That's the truth. That's the
How you
truth.
see Tim Scott making it to the general election? No. Will he be Trump's top rival?
I don't think he's on Trump's radar in any way. Like, I don't think he's on the map. No one's.
He could be the vice president candidate. We'll see.
He couldn't even handle the girls on The View. You know Donald Trump is going to call that man baldy. He's going to go crying or something like that. Like, you can't handle Donald Trump. No.
He seems like under pressure, he'd stutter a lot. I'm just saying.
And then he said that the Republicans are doing a good job for black people. And they said, how? He said, well, let me give you my list.
Let me give you my list.
I want to hear this.
List. He said they let me run. Ain't that good?
Well, there is a new candidate, a couple of new candidates in the race. One of which, Mike Pence.
No, it's not a real photo, is it?
To enter the 2024 presidential race. He's also rebranded apparently as a skinhead. As you can see here, look at him. Look at him. He's leaving the cavalry. Mike Pence, American badass. They called it Born to be Mild.
Why would you say that?
Mike Pence is like, I don't like cursing on here. Like, you know, he's like one of the biggest bitches there are in the world. Like, he's trying to rebrand himself because Trump really
motorcycle riding skin
made him look
Put
like
a helmet on. You have a helmet on. Like, you're not even trying to look like the Undertaker. At least the Undertaker came out with no helmet on. Like, you look like a loser.
In other news, no more flies in his hair because he has on the helmet.
Look, he's a badass, man. Shout out to
that
Mike
man
Pence.
is a loser, and Trump is gonna eat him alive. Like, he's gonna use that picture to do it.
The debate between him and Trump is going to be legendary. Oh my god, he has no shot. Like, I don't like when people waste money. Like, they have no shot, and you're just like wasting money. Like, that's what he's about to do.
Look, one thing about the Republicans, they give you a little bit of drama, a little pizzazz. You know, it's interesting when you see them running. It's a mess. That's what's so interesting about it. So I'm very happy to see that we have some characters to take us through the next few months. Reverend Cornel Winston is Cornel West. That's my father-in-law. Cornel West is back. He's announcing 2024 run as a People's Party candidate in the campaign video. He toasted President Biden as a milquetoast neoliberal and called President Trump a neo-fascist, saying that neither political party wants to tell the truth about Wall Street, about Ukraine, about the Pentagon, about big tech. Ooh, buzzwords. Do we have what it takes? We shall see. But some of us are going to go down fighting, go down swinging with style and a smile.
You know, we appreciate our brother, but there's no way to let his ass sit in the seat.
I don't know about that time. Like I think I need a little spice. I think he can get my vote. I need a little drama in the election.
I would love to see it, but the People's Party. Come on, that's
The
not
People's Party. You're not convinced it's not a thing?
Because
you know like we know, like our two-party system, we will live and die by that thing. We will have two 96-year-old men running, who are about to turn into dust when you breathe on them too hard. Before we allow anyone who's not Republican or Democrat to sit in the seat of president, it's just not going to happen.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, if there's something strange will happen, this is the time. But
this would be the strangest thing to ever happen in the history of America if Cornel West won presidency from the People's Party.
Cornel West becoming the president is the strangest thing you would happen in this America that we live in. Are you crazy?
Yes. Could you imagine?
Hillary Clinton ran for president at one point. A woman.
Unbelievable.
Just
Who would have thought? Yeah, ridiculous.
And wait. I will say though that woman ran for president and lost to a black man. So crazier things have happened in this country.
But she also beat the white man the following year in the popular vote.
I said it's not crazy. A woman beat the white
should have won. But the emails. Time for the scoop. 30,000. Releasing his first song since being released after taking a plea deal in the Young Thug RICO case. He took all the time that he needed to address the rumors of him being labeled a rat, something that is very much not accepted in the rap community.
Never put the nigga, always stay solid. Keep it real with niggas, never lie, and always stay honest. Love my bro so much, I never change on him. I'm the one to go and do the work, bring you the damn profits. Hustle on my own, I always did know how to sell product. Nigga ain't gave me shit, I got so long, came from the damn bottle. Every nigga speaking on my name could have some real problems. We are not the same, ain't in my lane, I got my own column, yeah. Peeping shit, I'm seeing niggas fall back. You bitch ass niggas got me at the topic of the chat. You switched on me when you know you in business with a rat. And the boy that's like, yo.
So yeah, it's Gunna out here addressing some stuff, some rumors. But while Gunna might not consider himself to have done anything wrong at all, doesn't look like all is forgiven by the fans, notably in Atlanta.
The whole club stopped when they played Gunna, bro. They do not fuck with Gunna in Atlanta. Look at this shit. Look how dead this shit is, bro. This motherfucker was just jumping like hotcakes, nigga. That shit dead as a motherfucker now. The whole Atlanta.
Wow. So I guess people not appreciating.
It looked like they was doing that challenge. Remember the challenge that everybody would just stand still? It looked like they were doing that.
Like 10 11 today.
So you
the Black Beetle challenge.
You don't think it had anything to do with the status of Gunna in these streets?
I think it had everything to do with that, but that's what it looked like.
Oh please! You think people drunk on Hennessy are really concerned about who's performing on that stage?
They checking out the news.
Wow, people really do that press when they talk about they think somebody snitched. That's
Don't you dance. You better not.
These people do not care that much. Like they, like I said, hopped up on Hennessy and hookah. They're just drunk at this point. Like they do not care who's on that stage.
Yeah, I thought it was on a mannequin challenge. That's what it was.
By the way, Jason, I really appreciate the fact that you now are going to have me sit in those copyright emails because I know they're going to come after us for this video. Wow.
Look, we can say, but we have our fair use policy. It is something that.
Oh, I know. I copy and paste at this point.
Yeah, and we get it cleared every time. Eric said, "Gunna done in the U.S. He will be okay overseas." I don't know, man. I think
you're really mad at this man for snitching. What if he comes out with a hot?
I'm a Gunna fan. I don't care. He ain't snitch on me.
I like
what's wild to me though. What'd you say, Tom?
I like that song. I'm gonna listen to it too.
Shakima said, "Yes, R. Kelly." That's true. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, ish. But now, like, overall, what's kind of bizarre to me about this is that Gunna only told on somebody, allegedly snitched on somebody, right? And we have a problem with that.
Yeah.
However, the baby is homophobic, racist, sexist, and everything under the sun, and we still are trying to give him chances to redeem himself. Like as a community.
No, snitching is like one of those things where we're like brainwashed and stupid about.
We haven't thought about the baby in years, Dex.
Jason, we literally just played his song 2 weeks
the
ago.
baby challenge to his song every damn week.
They ain't do nothing.
Yes. Well, because I was against it, but y'all something else. And when I say y'all, I mean y'all.
Dance you can move. Something.
Well, we canceled Daniel Caesar for 6 years because he basically asked us to cancel.
Daniel Caesar was never not canceled. Like we just tolerated him. He wasn't somebody we cared about.
He was popular. He was a Canadian, so I think it was easier to cancel him. But Gunna, you know, he's born and raised. He's an American, so. Eric said, but he didn't snitch on nobody though, Dex. I mean, he did have a plea deal where he did
Eric, this is
YSL was a gang. He said yes. He answered affirmative on tape. So whether or not you consider that snitching or not, I mean, I don't care, honestly. But I would have done the same thing because I'm trying to get out of jail. Are you crazy? Are you dumb?
Right.
Like, stupid.
I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm not really big on the whole like no snitching culture because to be honest with you,
are you playing gospel? Okay, Ty, that's what I'm talking about.
No, Ty's playing Celine Dion like a.
Why are you playing?
Something and my watch started going off. It was weird.
Okay,
but why was it a Celine Dion song though? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea. Trey Songz has been hit with a $10 million lawsuit for sexual battery and assault. The incident that he is accused of is pictured here. It took place in 2013. Has video. TMZ has acquired the video, of course. He was hosting the event and a woman wanted to take a photo. She was working as quote unquote a business analyst for a local liquor distributor and said that the situation when he pulled down her bathing suit top made her feel ashamed, embarrassed, and anxious about whether or not her colleagues had seen her bare breasts. So she is suing Trey Songz for $10 million. These are some of the incidents that Trey Songz has been involved with over the last 10 years. In 2012, he was allegedly struck a woman in the face at a strip club. Then in 2017, Keke Palmer accused him of sexually intimidating her to appear in a music video. Trey Songz denied that. In 2018, Andrea Bura, a woman, alleged that Trey Songz choked her and also punched her at his LA home in 2018. Also in 2018, Javier Jeffries accused Trey Songz of attempting to digitally penetrate her at a Miami nightclub. Las Vegas sexual assault investigation was opened in 2021. 2022, basketball player Dylan Gonzalez revealed that she experiences unbearable PTSD after Trey Songz raped her at a Las Vegas hotel. And an anonymous woman has now come out this year and said that Trey Songz anally raped her back in 2016 in Los Angeles. Another woman, Megan Johnson, alleged that Trey Songz sexually assaulted her at this party here in 2013. And another one, an anonymous bowling alley worker in New York has accused Trey Songz of physically attacking her in a bathroom. So there are a lot of accusations here against Trey Songz. It's really indefensible at this point. Like, that's a lot. I don't really understand how he can have a defense at this point. Dex, what do you think about the situation?
No.
You're wearing a baseball cap. Dex, are you saying it's cap?
No, I'm not saying that.
Is that what you're saying? It's cap?
Oh, Jason.
Did you say that?
No, I ain't saying that. But, you know, I like Trey Songz, but like, everybody ain't lying.
Everybody ain't lying.
Everybody can't be lying, bro.
One thing I can tell you for sure, Trey Cosby's going down.
Trey Kelly. I mean,
Trey Kelly Cosby is going down. Basement.
I mean, but the same thing. Remember, we had that report about T.I. a few years ago. Was that last year, 2 years ago, something like that? Where
that's stuff. I don't know who
about T.I.
He called Olivia Pope, and Olivia Pope handled that situation. But I don't think Trey Songz can afford Olivia Pope. Like, brother is going to jail next to R. Kelly.
It's a lot. It's a lot of crimes that he, they're going to come eventually. You can't keep delaying being served and trials and everything else. Like, eventually, this is all going to come to a head, and it's not looking good for Trey Maine. So we'll see how that all goes for Trey Songz. All right, moving on. NBA star Ja Morant is facing what's likely to be a lengthy suspension for displaying a gun on an IG video after previously being suspended for flashing a gun earlier in the season at a Denver nightclub. The commissioner, Adam Silver, said that they have additional information that will help them decide on how long Ja Morant should be suspended.
In terms of the timing, we've uncovered a fair amount of additional information. I think since I was still asked about the situation, I would say we probably could have brought it to a head now, but we made the decision, and I believe the Players Association agrees with us, that it would be unfair to these players and these teams in the middle of this series to announce the results of that investigation. And
so, they said they have additional information, and one thing that I wonder is that if that additional information came from Claudia Jordan.
My sources say that the relative in the car in the backseat had a toy gun in the car. The gun is not real, and was playing around with it, passed it over to Ja, and that got caught on the live. He had it in his hand. Now, the video was sent to Adam Silver, NBA, allegedly. They have it, and they said the gun looks extremely fake, like it's obviously a toy gun. But according to my source, allegedly, Adam Silver is still going to go through with the suspension, looking like it should be about 30 games, even though they know it is a toy gun. I know NBA has an image, and it's a private company. They can do what they want. But I just want it to be known that it was not a real gun.
What's she talking about? I feel like she made that up. Am I the only one that feel like she made that up?
Claudia, go there. She gonna say my sources. What fucking source?
And what other cameras is she talking? Like, what are you talking about?
I was like, guys, when we hang out with each other, have we ever? And maybe I don't know because y'all didn't show me. But have any of us ever played with a toy gun? Like, who has a toy gun in the backseat?
As an adult, who has a toy gun? Number one. Number two. What other video are you talking about? Like, you're in a car and someone's on Instagram. What other video sources are there?
She had that piece of paper and read that off there straight too. Like, really just read it off there. Like, it actually made sense for you to read that shit. That was insane.
I feel like she totally made that up.
Yeah, she made that up. Because she wanted to be on Bro Talk.
I just don't.
Congratulations.
Like, none of that makes any sense. The NBA has additional video. They have the video. They have additional video angles. Like, from where?
And then they have the angle that shows that it says Mattel toy gun on the gun. Like, girl, go to hell. Shut up. Don't say that no more. Don't tell nobody else that.
This is so confusing.
Nobody else that.
Well, how'd she lie like that? That's just strange.
A straight face too. Like, she was looking over at them like, y'all believe me, right? Y'all believe me? I'm saying, oh, God.
I didn't play the whole thing, but she was like, okay, so what if it was a fake gun? And Charlie was like, there's no way. What are you talking? Like, what do you mean? What if it was a fake gun? Who plays with fake weapons as an adult?
Chilling in the backseat of the car, like they're going to see Barbie, so they have like fake toys in the car. Like, stop it.
And if it was fake, why did the person pull away from it so fast? Why didn't he just zoom in on it where it says like Mattel and make sure that everyone knew it was fake?
Was it like a water gun too? Like, what kind of gun was it?
Maybe it was one of those little pellet guns.
They have the video and they know it's clearly fake. Like, what are you talking about?
Kids will be running around doing drive-by with those little pellet guns now.
She's like, but they're still gonna go through with the suspension, according to my source. Who is your source? God? Like, God told you that?
Your sources, they stood up there and said it.
Okay, whatever, Claudia
I'm
Jordan.
going to Claudia like that.
Because she made up a lie for no reason. We didn't need that, Claudia. You wasted our time.
I bet that's got to go. We got to write that down. That's got to go on the board show. That was
for real stupid.
I got a question. I got a question.
All right, this is the part of the show we call it Q&A. So that you guys ask us a question, we give you an answer. Will's not in today, so I'm going to take over and do his job for him. All right, this question comes from a woman, and she says, I'm a dog walker who lives in a city downtown. Every morning, I take my dog to the cemetery where he can walk on the grass with a leash and pee as well. My dog never poops in the cemetery. Since he never poops in the morning, pee only. The cemetery is usually pretty empty. I would never intrude on any event. I'm walking my dog, and this guy comes up behind me and said, I hope you know your dog is not allowed in here. I see dogs in here all the time with their owners, as well as people jogging, so forth and so on. I replied, thanks for the information. And then he started following me for at least a minute, so I snapped. I would advise you to leave me the hell alone. Then he cursed at me, like literal curse in what sounded like Latin, pointed and turned to walk in the other direction. It didn't occur to me that one of his loved ones could be buried. It didn't occur to me that one of his loved ones could be buried there. But it's not like I was letting my dog shit on the graves or anything. Is walking a dog in a cemetery weird to you guys? No. I think if this is the place, truthfully, to be honest with you, I don't blame you for this. I blame the city for this, because like where I used to live, there literally used to be a cemetery like maybe like 2 blocks away from me, like literally in people's backyards. If y'all don't want people to walk their dogs on y'all mom and dad or whatever, then don't build these cemeteries close to people's houses. Like move them somewhere else. And I think you're fine. Sorry. Not sorry. Don't build the cemeteries, don't build the houses in places that are close to each other or these apartment complexes. Y'all got to figure it out.
Maybe the cemetery was there first, though.
We said it again?
Maybe the cemetery was there first.
Okay, but then you shouldn't build houses or apartments over here. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, there's only so much walking space that I have.
Darren said, worried about him cursing her ass in Latin.
Right. Darren said, Miley, you in danger, girl. She better get the hell out of there, because for real, she got that Latin. Ty, you don't like that Latin?
No, the only way to break that curse is to break his neck. As soon as I heard that curse, I'm coming to whoop that ass. That's over. You're dead. I walk around, my skin starts boiling, your teeth start falling out. They're gonna tear you up.
Ty, what do you think about this? Like, do you think she's wrong for walking the dog in the cemetery?
No, I don't give a shit. Like, I mean, as long as if she's walking on top of someone's grave, I guess that's kind of rude, but I don't care.
Yeah, but I guess
because
like,
the person that's in the grave is not going to say anything to you about that. Like, they're not going to
police the cemetery, though. Like,
yeah, like the person who's, if there was somebody, like she said, if there's somebody there at the grave, she probably would walk around it. But there's no way the person laying in the grave is going to have an issue with you walking the dog.
Yeah, but maybe what may have happened is she saw like that person had seen a dog pooping on someone's grave and thought it was very disrespectful. So they decided the next time they saw somebody with a dog, they was going to say something.
I mean, it could be disrespectful. It depends.
Now, when I think about it like that, because y'all don't like to clean up after y'all dogs either. So if I went to visit somebody's grave and I saw dog stuff there, the first person that has a dog, I am going to put a curse on you. And
there's no doggy bag stations at the cemetery, so you're going to have
and you're not carrying that around with you.
People carry their own doggy bags. We know you're not carrying that with you.
You are not carrying no dog bag with you for that.
They come in them little rolls.
No, they don't. You literally also said the dog only pees. So if the dog surprises you one day and takes a number 2, you are not prepared for that because you didn't bring anything because the dog don't do it. Yeah, you can't walk that dog in that cemetery no more. Now, if I catch you, you're gonna be laying in the cemetery. You and that dog. Like,
I don't even care if that dog kicks that leg up on my mama's grave. We're gonna have a problem.
I feel like she's in the cemetery, but for some reason, the way I'm picturing it, it's like she's on the pathway, not like
Central Park. Like,
what's a pathway, Ty?
I don't know, like a little pathway or something. Like, you think she's walking on top of people's graves?
I don't think dogs pee on concrete. I think the dog's not going to just
they
pee.
Don't pee on no concrete.
The dog wants to pee in the grass, and guess where the grass is at?
Right on top of that body.
I don't know. You probably should stop doing that. I'm thinking in my mind there's some kind of pass through or some like
to walk, but the dog's peeing.
Yeah, there is a pathway in between 2 graves where the dog pisses.
Yeah, you shouldn't be walking to pissing on nobody's grave. That's like what they say when they say I'm gonna fuck you up and then I'm gonna piss on your grave. Like that's the ultimate disrespect.
Yeah. So maybe the guy caught offense and he was like, "Look, man, y'all over here pissing on my mama's grave. That's not right. Like, who are you?" I don't know why
we're not worried about just Latin curse. Like, girl, you worried about whether or not you was wrong for walking that curse about to get you.
For real, 100%.
Well, and if the Latin curse don't get you, the people whose grave you're pissing on, they're gonna put a hex on your ass too. They're gonna roll over in their grave and get you and that dog. I would find just walk around
like the Undertaker.
Absolutely.
The hand just pop up.
Not this black magic.
For more questions, hit us up. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, big dog. You got it.
For more questions, hit us up, brotalklive.com/questions. Jason and
Company. Yo,
All right. See, we make good time when we don't have 3 people talking or 4 people talking.
When Motormouth ain't in here.
He be in there just bumping up, don't he? Trying to make award shows. That's all he's trying
Almighty.
to do. All right. The theme for this week's clips, confrontation. So we have 2 Karens, guys, in this week's 2 Karens and a Kwame. I guess we can call him that. 2 Karens and a Kwame. Karen number 1, who was offended that someone was in a parking lot that allegedly they should not have been in. Here we go. Karen numero 1.
ومين بتحكي هاي؟
Who's that?
Hey,
Excuse me.
What do you
Excuse
want?
me.
Yes.
Roll it down, please.
I'm not rolling. Who the hell are
Sir,
you?
this is private property. This
شو
is a
عامل
private
لعلمك يعني؟
lake.
So what?
Sir.
خلاص امشي هي بتخوف.
Hey, hey,
Sir,
hey,
listen to
hey.
me. This is do you have a permit to be here?
It's none of your damn business.
Okay, sir, we pay a lot.
Step
Let
away
me tell
from
you
my
something.
car.
Let me sir.
Step away from my car.
Sir, my American tax dollars pay for this permit. This is a private lake. Y'all don't look like you're supposed to be here.
I'm more American like you. You look like European. Where do you come from? Poland?
Sir, roll down this
You
window.
come from Poland or
I have
Russia,
no choice
huh?
but to call the police.
My tax
You
is more than
cannot
your whole
park
salary.
here.
Get out of
Sir.
here.
Sir.
No, don't stare at me.
Sir.
Hey, don't you dare touch my car.
Oh my god, babe, just go, just go, just go, just go, just go,
Don't
just
you
go.
dare, huh? You're lucky I got
Y'all can, oh my God, he hit me.
يا خنزيري. يا
Nasty. They was doing something illegal there. Like not the people who was in the car, but that woman, whoever she was with, was doing something illegal. Because there's no way you're that possessed about getting somebody out of a parking lot. Like
Well,
they was doing something.
You see how crazy they get over people walking dogs in graveyards. So who knows?
You can't be
People
here.
just feel
You
like
can't be here.
Like
You
that,
can't
though.
be here. You can't be
Yeah,
here.
that run
That was the
incredible.
first time she ran all year.
Yeah.
Why was she?
That voice was raspy as hell. Sir, get out of here.
She was like, roll it down. What you gonna do when I roll this window down? Because I'm gonna hit you if you get too crazy.
Y'all want to see the run one more time? Let's look at the run.
One more time, please.
One more time for the run. Here we go. Run.
ومين بتحكي هاي؟
Who's that?
Hey,
She hopped over that divider.
ومين بتحكي هاي؟
Who's that?
Hey,
Excuse me.
Oh, not that hurdle jump.
Like she wasn't out of breath or anything. Like it's literally like these people when they want to be destructive, they have all the energy in the world. Like I've never seen anything like it.
He's definitely on that shit. We pay a lot of money to fuck our pops over here.
She athletic as hell.
Yeah,
All right. Karen number 2, guys, is upset because there was a pro-lifer out there asking people to sign a petition.
Oh my God, are you pro-choice?
Yeah.
I want facts. Give me your facts.
What do you exactly? Why are you still talking to me? Why are you still talking to me?
Well, because
I told you have a nice day.
Where's your facts?
Well, you don't like this petition, you can move
What's
on.
the science from it? Explain the
You don't
science.
have to sign it if you don't like it. That's okay.
Explain the science. If you're going to stand here and ask us to sign that, then you have the. Then you need to tell me why I should sign that. What's your science on that?
I believe every woman has a right to her own body. Why are you yelling at me?
You have no right to sit here and come up to people and say something, especially you're a man.
It's a petition. You don't have to sign it. You have a good day, okay?
Disgusting. You don't know what it's like. I've lost 3 children trying to have babies.
That's okay.
Shut up.
Okay. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Fuck you.
Fuck you too. Have a good day.
Yeah, fuck you. Do some research before you stand here.
Oh, I have. My mother's a Nikki. But you have a good day, all right? Yeah, she is. Yeah, and she's pro-choice. Would you believe that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that she's pro-choice?
She's very pro-choice. Yeah, she
Really?
is.
Does she know the science behind it?
She's a fucking nurse. Yes, she knows the science.
You know the science behind it. You want to go there? Let's talk about trans. Want to talk about science?
Talk about what?
Want to talk about transgender?
What about it? That's nothing to do with this. That's nothing to do with this.
It's the same thing. Science.
Science. Sorry, I said it was a pro-choice person that was there trying to collect signatures, and the woman's clearly pro-life. Go ahead, Dex.
The woman in the video is not trans.
Stop it. She does not identify. It's she does have large calves, but she does
What
not.
does the science say about
What's
that?
the
Because the science to me,
she said, "Oh, your mother's a NICU." Oh, let's talk about the science. Let's talk about trans. Like what? Where did that come from? Let's go there. You want to talk about science? Let's talk about trans, man. What?
I don't have anything for that lady.
Very annoying. She was about to go off, and I don't know where she had any sort of like gall to even go there. She said she couldn't talk about because he's a man.
I've lost many children trying to give birth. How dare you?
She said, and you are a man. It's like, well, you used to be.
Dex, no, stop that.
Sorry.
He did not. And last but not least, we have Kwame, who was not here for the ish and giggles.
Keep trying me, Vince. Keep trying me. I said, okay. You're going around the ring. My fault. This is not what you want. This is not what you want. Cut it out. Did I tell you not to fucking cut up? Did I tell you not to fucking hurt me? Bitch, did I tell you not to fucking hurt me? Did I tell you? Did I tell you? Did I tell you? I want to keep my seat. I told your people, leave me the fuck alone. Hey! Hey! Oh my god! I need not recourse, I ain't gonna lie. Glad you feel better. I'm glad you feel better. You good? Me too. Me too. Get out my store. Get out my store. Get out my store. Glad you feel better. That's fine.
I love that he had to take a seat after beating that boy down. Like
the rest.
He had his ass hanging over that corner like he was Mufasa. He said, yo,
didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you?
When he snatched that man's hair, I had to touch. I'm like, is that me? Like, God, dog. Like,
You're not about to, let me tell you what you're not about to do. You're not about to sit down and rip my hair out.
I mean, and pulled it out. He said, "Do you feel better?"
Like, so it took him a minute to grow them things.
He's like, "Do you feel better?" He's like, "Boy, your head is literally bleeding. Like, you should go get that checked
out the scalp." It can't be real. Like those things just pop right off like a little cap.
But he wouldn't let him go. The boy was literally like holding on to the things for dear life.
No, them locks was real because he ripped them things out good.
Whew.
He was pulling the hell out of them. They ripped out.
Rubber band with the ponytail.
You gotta watch them bald-headed. You gotta watch them bald-headed men. You gotta watch. You can't trust them.
Peel and scalp.
Don't fight nobody that's ugly. They tore up like that. They're gonna leave them people alone.
Apparently that was the manager because he was saying get out my store. So apparently he felt like that was his property. So
I'm not thinking about my store. You just ripped his hair out. And you supposed to get out my store. Are you happy?
Get out my store.
Do you feel better about yourself?
I hope you feel better. I hope that's gonna make you sleep tonight. He said, "Woo, child, I'm tired."
He said, "Today drained me, boy." And then he still went back there and made himself a meal.
He was like pulling, using the counter as leverage, just pulling with all his might on that man's head. That was
I don't know what the category was, but they won.
Woo! Oh my goodness. So you think that
was a
workout? Which one would you give it to, Ty? Which video is the winner this week? Either the Karens or the Kareem?
Kareem is disgusting. I'm giving it to Karens because I bet when you rip people's hair out, that disgusts me for some reason. It's like it does something to me. No, I can't take that. Like I would have
Karen number one.
Karen number one probably would have killed that person. I'm not gonna lie.
Karen number one was the jogger. Karen number two was the pro-lifer. And
Karen the hurdle jumper.
And Kareem was the person who was ripping dreads out of Skype.
Well, Kareem gets my vote.
All right, let's see.
I'm giving hurdle Karen mine.
Hurdle carrying is yours. I think I'm gonna give it to Kareem. So Kareem advances. And that's a lot of work time. Sorry. That was more work ripping out of the scalp than jumping over that little median.
And the boy was getting tossed around like a rag doll. Like he won the fight by attacking the cow. He only won because he pulled the man's hair out. But that man actually beat him up. Like he punched you a couple of times. He tossed you across the counter. He slammed you on the ground, and you sat down afterwards. Like you got
That's
beat
what
up.
got me about that. Is like you clearly can beat that man. It's just you chose your job over that person. Like you kind of didn't want to keep engaging. I'm like, oh no, yeah, we're engaged now.
Well, maybe Rick Ross will give him a raise.
Oh yeah, Wingstop, right? We're both Wingstop employees. So shout out to both of them. All right, it is now time for the BS report. Dex, you ready to guess the song?
There was Ashanti and Plies When It Needed. And I don't know why I know that. He'd be like, I think it's so cute how you use me.
Is that the one where he called his penis Oscar or something like that?
Yes. You rubbing on Oscar premium unleaded. You want the D. Disgusting. All right, guys. Next is BS report. So I just give you guys a little hot take that I have, and I'm not trying to start nothing, but I know it's the summer season, and being really honest, I really don't think teachers should have the summer off. I think teachers should work all year round, just like the rest of us. There's literally no scientific reason for teachers to be given off the summer. It makes no sense. It dumbs the kids down, and it's lazy on the part of the teachers. Educators should work all year round.
Kids at this age have to go to school 12 months a year, so I feel like ours should too. Especially because this is the first year where I'm gonna have to pay summer camp prices. Summer
look
camp.
at that. And parents wouldn't even have to pay summer camp prices if the teachers would just work during the summer. And guess what you get? You get a paycheck. You get to see the kids. You get to help the kids like learn and stuff like that. There's really no downside to teachers working all year round, to be honest with you.
It's like $900 a week for summer camp. It's ridiculous.
Ooh. For both kids?
No, for one.
Oh shit! You got to sit at Big Mama's house and watch TV like we used to do. Ty, why you ain't saying
that? He ain't got nothing.
You have no power. Why should I listen to you? That's so weird. You ain't got shit. And I'm not a teacher. I work all summer.
I feel like you should sympathize with us.
I don't like pay for your own kids to do what they gotta do. You had them. Nobody told you to let them have them kids.
Right, but that don't mean that we shouldn't get help.
Yeah, it does.
Why? Why we gotta pay somebody to watch them?
You got help 10 months out the year.
Yeah, but what about the other two? Them two is crucial.
Fuck you and them other two.
Oh my goodness. I feel like they should just have like babysitter rates. They should just hire like the school system should just hire babysitters for the summer to just do fun stuff, not actually learning, but just have fun stuff.
Well, that's what they do all year round. Fun stuff. They don't be teaching these kids nothing. And truthfully, if we really gonna be technical about it, if y'all get the summers off, I think they need to lower their salary too.
What's the salary now?
I don't know. Like they get like $40,000-$50,000. Like that's a lot of money for you to only be working 10 months out the year.
No, it's not.
Teachers where I work make six figures.
Well, then they definitely need to get in there and work during the summer. Matter of fact, they need to work. They need to work during the summer, and they need to clean up the school and stuff like that too, and then go home and babysit the kids too. If you make a six figure, you're a teacher. Come on, now.
School should be the summer camp. That's right. What happened to the days where we had a community, a village?
Actually, there's a lot of talk about year-round school, so maybe that's the thing that's happening.
Good. From my lips to God's ears.
It's never going to happen. So it doesn't really matter. I think teachers work very hard. I think them having
of course they do. We're not saying they don't work hard. We just said they need to be consistent.
I think you all need to find some activities to do with your own children.
No, but how are we going to do that when we work hard?
Hello, we don't get out the summer.
Yes, you do. Take a vacation.
Oh, for the whole goddamn summer, I should take a vacation because you don't want. What kind of crazy?
Why are you pointing at me? I don't have summers off.
I'm talking about the teachers.
Yeah, but you represent the teacher coalition. Like you wanted them. You side with them. You used
I
to
think
be a
they
teacher.
should have summers off.
You
I
was a
want
teacher
them.
for 5 years. You was a teacher.
I want them to be gone. Please go.
They can get a week vacation like the rest of us. That's right.
Use your time.
All you get is a week. That is your problem.
That's right.
Wait, and that's another thing about teachers. So you mean to tell me y'all only work 10 months out the year and y'all still get sick days and vacation days? Like that is wild to me.
Y'all people with kids really want somebody else to raise these kids. Y'all raise your own kids.
They get subs in there like a second. That's another thing. Like it's not like their work just get piled up like the rest of us. They get whole substitutes to come and do their work for them while they
out.
Like
Take
that's
the day
amazing.
out.
It's
Subs do not
amazing.
need to work for them. Y'all obviously know nothing about schools.
It is an amazing thing.
Well, what do substitute teachers do? They teach, don't they?
They sit in that room while them kids run ape shit.
Well, that's
they wheel that Magnavox 32-inch TV in their room and put on the VHS.
Jason, you're showing your age, bro. Just relax.
They don't have that no more.
No, they don't.
But what they be doing? They got a little projector now, Jason. They put a little projector down.
You're also showing your age, Dex.
What they got now? What they got holograms?
Yeah.
What you mean?
They
all got them Apple headsets, iVision.
Not the stuff y'all got. That's
they got iPads. They just putting stuff.
They tell the kids, put your phone down and watch a little movie. Or
That's
something.
what they do. They say, "Oh, go ahead, fight." That's what.
And that has been Dex's BS report for the week.
All right, Todd couldn't laugh, but I'm laughing for him in spirit. Dex is trying to suppress it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate all the comments tonight. It's been a wonderful show. One of the best shows we've had all year. Shout out to Will. Hope he gets his internet situation back together. Shout out to T-Mobile for being the worst internet company in state of Pennsylvania, apparently, where he cannot get reception enough to do the show. So hope he figures that out in the coming weeks. And until then, it'll be the three of us. If you would like to be on the show, don't bother. We don't have enough time. We clearly took an hour with just three of us. Really? But if you want to be a guest for a segment, just let us know and we will hop on with you. It'll be fun. But not for the full show because it just take too long. All right, for Dex, for Ty, for Bill. This has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. Check us out on Instagram. Don't forget to hit subscribe and follow on whatever you're watching us on right now. We will see you guys next week, next Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. We out.